Hello YouTube. How is everybody today? Hope you guys having a good day. Leo here, and once again, as you can see, I am out in the middle of nowhere in the woods, in the mountains and hills and hollers in southern West Virginia, and there's a hawk. You tell him, buddy. You tell him all about it. Yeah, he said it pretty well, didn't he? Actually, I wound up today. I had a free day. Wound up, we're planning, Heather and I are going away for a couple days and taking the old pop-up, and we're going to go do us some primitive camping in the middle of nowhere and take the pop-up with us and go completely off-grid with it and stay for a couple days. Last time we took the camper out, had a problem with one of the wheels, wound up having to limp back home from Jenkins, Kentucky with my tail firmly tucked between my legs. Didn't like that. That's not good. We made it though, we made it. But anyway, we were going to head out today and had to push back our date till tomorrow. So I thought, why not go out and do something fun with you guys since I'm already done. Got all my work done, everything's packed, everything's loaded and ready to go. All we got to do is throw in the last minute stuff in the morning and hit the road. So I thought I would bring you guys out today and show you something interesting, and brought Mr. Boney with me today. Now, I know it's past Halloween. I know that. You know that. He don't know that. I don't mind. We've actually, Heather and I have been having a little discussion about whether we should send him back to Aruba. Aruba is what we call the shed. See, Mr. Boney's been riding with me for years. Those of you who've been following our channel know that. He's got thousands of trail miles and all kinds of other little adventures he's been on. But we was having a little discussion earlier about whether to send him back to Aruba for the summer or keep him as a little mascot from time to time. Go riding with us. Got a bike coming by. Just a second. Little wheelie. But anyway, like I was saying, we figured we'd bring him back out, and why not? You know, why not? But I thought I'd take y'all someplace cool today. I'm taking him out for a little ride, and I guess y'all can come along too, I suppose. We're going to an old coal mine. I am on the Hatfield McCoy trail system. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the Hatfield McCoy trail system, the last time I checked, I think it was 3 years ago, it was the largest trail system east of the Paiute Trail in, I think it's Utah, if I'm not mistaken. So it's the largest trail system basically on the East Coast. And I am on Buffalo Mountain trail system, just at the head of Lick Creek Holler. That's where, I used to use it as sort of an emergency exit, one of them, when I used to do trail tours and stuff, you know, take people from town to town through the mountains. That was one of my emergency exits in case of, you know, issues popping up. But we're heading up today. I'm going to a little place not too far from here. It's an old coal mine that is also, it's a well-known hangout spot here on the Hatfield McCoy trail system. There's a 6-way intersection there, and it's just a really popular spot for trail riders to kind of hang out and, you know, talk to each other and, you know, grab a cold drink, have a snack, you know, all that kind of stuff. Take some pictures at the old coal mine, you know, that sort of thing. It's called a truck mines, and that's where that particular trail came from. Was back when they had locals on that little truck mines, they were bringing coal in and out of there on trucks, and that's how, you know, how they get the name truck mines. But we'll be heading up there, and I want to show you guys the coal mine, tell you a little bit about it. And we'll see, you know, you never know. We might run into some really cool machines up there and just see what we see, you know, see if we know anybody. You never know, right? Could be some folks from some of the tours, or some folks that watch the channel, or some of Mr. Boney's fans. He's more popular than me, apparently. Anyway. Should be fun. You know, it's a cool little spot. You know, get out in the mountains and just go for a ride, have a good day. You know, hopefully have a good day. All of my tools are loaded in the truck. We are bare bones. I have never done this before. I know better than to come out here without tools, but here we are, and we're doing it. I've usually got like 60 pounds of tools with me, yeah, you know, when I'm out here, but not today. You know, we're totally nothing but the cargo net today. But anyway, it's not too far. I think we'll probably make it. We'll probably make it. Probably. And stick around and, you know, watch and subscribe and, you know, find out. Anyway, should be fun. Should be a good little day. Nice little way to spend an afternoon. Get out here and see some of this pretty nature, some of this fall foliage, and video some of this stuff for you guys, and show you the coal mine while I'm at it, and maybe, you know, meet some other trail riders up at the intersection. So I guess we'll see, won't we? Now this little spot right here, I've seen all kinds of wildlife through here. Deer, bobcat. Saw a family of bobcats just right up here. There's a mother and 3 babies, and I was with a tour, you know, with a bunch of trail riders. I made a point to be sure to mention, you know, this is extremely rare to see this. Try not to do too many trail riding videos, just because there's so many YouTube channels out there that do nothing but trail riding videos. Of course, we've got plenty here. Right here's where I saw the bobcats at that time. Right there. The little kittens wanted to play in the water. Mommy wanted them to leave. They wouldn't leave, and she wouldn't leave them. So they stayed there and played in the creek with a whole bunch of trail riders just watching them in amazement. Throw that in there too. It was very cool. You doing all right? Good. Look at the colors. Very pretty out here today. A lot of you trail riders probably recognize this one. This is Trail 26. This is one of the few I know by number. I know them from memory, not by number. I know where they go, not the number. Some ruts. Got to get up on them. This goes the same place. They both intersect right there. There's a couple good ones back up in there too. Outlaw trails. Basically, in case anybody's curious, an outlaw trail is any trail that is not part of the Hatfield-McCoy trail system is considered an outlaw trail. And we have thousands of those. Those are everywhere. Turning out to be a beautiful day. Won't be many left. Winter will be here real soon. There's a spot right up here where there was a tree down. Look at that view. That is pretty. That is gorgeous. You can see through the trees now. They're not all covered in leaves. There's a spot right here though. There was a tree down when I used to do almost broke down. I was on the ATV. Actuator went out on the front diff. Couldn't go into four-wheel drive. Had to go up and around. I remember I cut a new trail up and around the tree. Look at that. Okay, we're ready. You ready? Here we go. Now this trail here is, I think it's a blue, which is intermediate. We have some vicious ones too. They took out some of the, couple of the meaner ones recently off of the map, but locals still play with them. Now this is 26 coming up the hill. Gets a little steeper right up here. I've come up here and gathered firewood before. We had the wood stove. Very pretty place. And intersection, the six-way intersection. This is one of the roads that come into the intersection at the top of the hill where the coal mine is. And like I said, it's a pretty popular spot for trail riders, you know, just to kind of stop and just chill for a minute. Interesting one to get to though. I know this trail very, very well. I've came through here countless times with big strings of side-by-sides and ATVs and stuff. My record was 22, and I tied it twice, never did break it. Too late now though. I guess 22 is a pretty good record. 22 machines. Something to navigate, and here we are. Yeah, there's machines here. See, there's one, 7-way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, counting the way that I just came in. 7-way intersection. And we'll get over here and get out of everybody's way. How y'all doing? And there is the coal mine that I was going to show y'all. How y'all doing? Doing good. Doing good. Good day for it. Yeah, he missed lunch. he missed lunch, man. Getting a little peek at, ain't he? Where y'all from?
Ohio.
Ohio? I heard that.
Right up on the lake here.
Good looking toys. I'll be back. I'm gonna say hi. Y'all know me. I'm the trail guide. I'll be back. Have fun. Well guys, I guess as y'all can tell, the shadows have actually changed. I've been here so long. I've ran into a group of trail riders here, a group of trail riders that was just here. Been up here telling them stories, giving them directions, where to go find outlaws, where to go find this, where to go find that, shortcuts, all kinds of crazy stuff. Been having a ball just hanging out with a bunch of trail riders. Been a good little afternoon. But anyway, what I brought y'all up here for is right over here. Hang on, we got one more. I'll probably be like another half an hour talking. Okay, I'll try to get it done. Now this right here is what I brought you guys up to see. Now this right here is what's known as a truck mines. And this predates the trail system by a long, long shot. And nowadays, it is, as you can see, it's a beer can mine. Check that out. Now, is that a lot of beer cans or what? Look at that, all the way back through there in this old coal mine. It looks as though someone, or possibly two people, may have drunk a beer here. I'm guessing, one or two. And all the way back through there too. But anyhow, wow. That's a lot of beer cans, ain't it? But now this right here, like I said, this was a truck mine. This was owned by a local who knew there was coal up here and basically started getting coal. Now, next thing you know, your cousin comes along and he says, "Hey, Leo, I burn coal too. You care if I get some of your coal?" Help yourself. You know where it's at. Go get it. Then the other cousin comes along and he says, "Hey, boys, there's three of us. We can make some money off of this." Next thing you know, you've got a functioning coal mine. Now, like I said, this predates the trail system. And you can see trail 20 is down here. 15 comes in this way. And those three go mate one, mate one, mate one, depending on which way you go. And this one is a little shortcut. You can't see it. It's over the hill here. 6 of them come together right here in this one little spot. But, like I said, this was basically you owned a piece of land and you knew there was coal on it, and the next thing you know, you have a functioning coal mine. Now, like I said, you may notice the stonework. I don't know if y'all see that or not. Those of you from up north, you know, PA area, all that sort of thing, you may recognize this right off the bat. That keystone right there in the center. Now this right here looks as though, I can't guarantee it, but some of you may have heard the old CCC, Civilian Conservation Corps. So the government just started putting people together, or putting people to work just to get the economy and the country going after the war. And they would hire people to do all sorts of menial things and bring them, you know, to different places. And we did Cabway Lingo, all the ruins up in there that the CCC built, and several other places. But this right here was private property, so this wasn't an official job of theirs for the government. This is something that they've done in their spare time on a weekend, something like that. But you can tell the handiwork of the CCC guys right here. If you look, see how neatly the stones are, and the way the arch is done with the keystone positioned in the center here. And this would have been added probably, well, it would have been done while the mine was in operation. You know, you've got stuff falling in, and you don't necessarily want things falling on you when you're trying to get the coal now, do you? So that's why you build this. And whoever owned this, the owner, has gotten some of those CCC guys on their day off or, you know, weekend to come up here and build that, and turned it into a much more, a safer mine, probably a little bit more productive. You know, you could freely move about and that sort of thing without getting your brains knocked out. But I did want to show y'all something while I was here. How y'all doing? Ran into one of the guys we met, Not Done Yet Adventures, and they gave me a decal. They're on Facebook and on YouTube. They're real close to being monetized, guys. If any of you head over to their YouTube channel, maybe help the guys out. They gave me a business card too. Not Done Yet Adventures. I just happened to notice. Look at here. Just notice this over here. This is something that people do here on the Hatfield McCoy Trail System too. Paint rocks. Look at that one. 10/29/24. Not Done Yet Adventures. But people will come here and they'll paint rocks. You know, just different little things. It could be a ladybug. It could be something from their home state, you know, the shape of their state, and paint it, and, you know, stuff like that. And you'll see all kinds of things. Little group coming through. We're headed for mate 1. That one there, trail 20, it's almost always muddy. We had a, what was it? They said it's a 50-year drought about 5 years ago. 20 was still muddy. It was still sloppy. But anyhow, you never know. Like I said, you never know who you'll meet up here, because this is, people come from all across the country, and, you know, even actually other countries. I've had Canadians and different countries come on my tours back in the day. So this is a spot that probably a lot of trail riders have seen. A lot of them have probably stopped here at some point and, you know, had a cold drink or checked their tire pressure or something right here in this very little spot. Very popular place. But this is, I used to do tours here, and this was one of my first stops to kind of explained how coal operated back in the day. You know, how the way the coal companies would bring you here under false pretenses, and you found out that they're not going to give you real money, they're going to pay you in script. Interesting history, huh? Look it up sometime. It's called the Bull Moose Express, or Bull Moose Special, excuse me. All right, well, I guess Mr. Boney and I have hung out here for quite a while, and we've talked to a whole lot of people and showed you the old coal mine with all the beer cans in it. And like I said, it's a beer can mine now. It used to be a coal mine, but now it's a beer can mine. Anyway, I guess I may as well load up and get Mr. Boney back home. He's probably getting a little bit hungry right about now. About dinner time for skeletons. You know how it is. You know how they are. If they don't get their dinner on time, they'll start eating people. Can't have that. Alright guys, we'll see y'all a little bit later. Hope y'all enjoyed our little trek through the mountains today out here on the Hatfield McCoy trail system, and talking to some trail riders and just having fun, killing some time. Just me and my plastic skeleton. Alright guys, we'll see y'all a little bit later. Y'all have a really good day, and Leo out. Well, I thought that was the end of the video, but as usual, sometimes it's not. Sometimes there's a little bit more video that you didn't know about until you got there. Some of you may remember I've mentioned the Canam here. I'm not sure if it's 24 or 25 trail rescues under her belt. 24 or 25 times, I've lost count, that I ran into people, broke down, trapped, stuck, whatever, out on the trails, and pull them out. Well, as of today, it no longer matters, because it's no longer 24 or 25. It's either 25 or 26. We just snatched a razor out of a creek. Was a real nice couple about my age. Went over a hill just a little bit. There's a berm. Went over the hill just a little bit. The front wheels got high centered, just sitting there teetering, spinning, not doing nothing. Luckily, they had a tow strap. I didn't have any of my tools with me, like I mentioned. I didn't have squat, but I had the Canam. They had a tow strap. We hooked it off the back end of the bumper and pulled them right back up onto the trail. So it's good to know that even in her old age, she can still snatch a razor out of the creek. Alright guys, let's try this again. I'm almost home now. I think I can make it from here. But anyway, alright guys, we'll see y'all a little bit later. And congratulations to baby. Good job, girl, on another trail rescue. Good job, sweetheart. See y'all later.